This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's keep it rolling here and talk about Canadian Stampede. What a big show that was. Mankind's on it. He's again working with Hunter Hearst Helmsley. They go to a double count out, 13 minutes and 14 seconds. JR gets a write up in the Observer here.
Uh-oh.
Jim Ross had an unintentionally funny line when he said Mankind weighed 287 pounds to be exact, and that's an estimate. Hilarious. It's a great finish or a great open because it's a lot of hot action, but it's a double count out. You hate to see sort of a non-finish, but this would go on to be one of the best pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah.
And of course, out of this pay-per-view is the storyline that Austin does not want a partner and keeps stunning people, mainly Mankind, who are trying to vie for the spot. And the groundswell for Mankind at this point as babyface is building. And then on July 14th, we see the debut of the Dude Love character. What'd you think of the introduction of Dude Love?
Loved it. He made me feel good. It was a feel good character. And I knew how much fun Mick was having. Easy to tell. He was rejoicing in his creative happiness. So I thought it was great. I love Dude Love. I think the Dude Love character was one of my favorites, quite frankly, because the fine line that separates Cactus Jack from Mankind is a fine line. Some little nuances, whatever, maybe some ring attire, whatever it may be, subtle little things. But Dude Love was a whole different transaction. It's like he played this old hippie that was always happy. Like he had smoked a big blunt before he got out there. and that wasn't Mick. I mean, Mick, no drugs. I don't know if I've ever seen Mick have a drink of alcohol. Quite frankly, I can't recall it. So, but I like Dude Love. And the other thing that made Dude Love so good, the presentation was friggin' great. The music was perfect. I thought Jim Johnson did some of his best work in that regard. He's a guy that's often overlooked. I've seen on different websites, Jim Johnson should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Couldn't agree more.
Yep.
He had a whole lot to do with the image created by some of these stars with his music. So I thought the music for Dude Love was also spot on. It's a feel good thing. And the only thing you're kind of worried about, will Mick Foley revert back to his natural habitat of being a deranged psycho? When's he going to turn and bust this Dude Love mold? But I enjoyed that characterization a lot. My favorite going in, because I didn't think we should change it, but that shows my lack of vision. I thought that Mick should have been in the beginning Cactus Jack, period. Because I was a mark for Cactus Jack and the work that he did in that character. But man, he was, it just showed his versatility. I didn't give him enough credit, I guess. But he made something brand new out of a regular piece of clay. And again, Conrad, he delivered. He came through.
Let's keep it rolling here and talk about the next big match. Of course, it's SummerSlam 97. And Mick's trajectory changes in many different ways. First, we're starting the show with Mankind and Triple H in the old blue cage. And boy, there is a major moment here in the middle of it. They go 16 minutes and 25 seconds, but very quickly we see China slam the door on Mankind's head. Lord, this is serious. Watching that shot back, is that one of the more painful things we would see Mick do in 97?
Yeah. And his poor ass brain was put in jeopardy. Yeah, it was, but that was him. And he wanted to be great for Hunter. He wanted to be great for Joni, China, and obviously get himself over without a doubt. So, yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. And it also continued to help define the fact that Triple H was a major player who had a violent and very distinguished mean streak. Everything you need a heel to have. You could believe in Triple H's aggressiveness and his toughness and his dangers, the danger feel. He had all that. Not Rodney Dangerfield, Conrad. Is he alive?
No.
Anyway, I don't think so.
Right.
Nonetheless, I digress.
He gets no respect. Well, let's talk about the finish here.
Good, very nice.
Mankind's going to open his shirt, climb to the next to the highest rung of the cage, and drops an elbow. Then he climbs out. China runs back in. She's trying to drag Helmsley out. Mankind climbs over, winning the photo finish, and collapses to the floor. He lays on the floor until they play the Dude Love music, which revives him. He gets up, starts doing the strut to the back. Meltzer would say the match had its high spots and memorable spots, and in hindsight was very well laid out, but something was missing from the body of the match, and it wasn't just the crowd heat. 2.5 stars. It's a big moment because we're seeing, the big heart on the chest. It's a cool little thing to see. What'd you think of the execution here?
I liked it. I don't know what Meltzer might have been over evaluating it. It might not have been a Japanese match that he's in love with oftentimes, especially in that era, because there were a lot of wrestling people would say that the wrestling in Japan, and especially in that era, was the best in the business. And Meltzer was a big devotee of that style and those athletes. So, but I liked it. I thought it was fine. I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever. I don't know what he was expecting. And we knew that. We probably could answer this better. But I thought everybody delivered what they're supposed to deliver.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.